CBS.
Coming up next on News Center 8, rock and roll singer Ricky Nelson dies in a New Year's Eve plane crash while on his way to perform at a holiday celebration.
In Cleveland tonight, a crash after a high-speed chase claims the lives of 2 innocent people.
And don't look now, but 1985 will soon be history. We'll take you live to a big New Year's Eve celebration downtown.
In sports, Army uses some tricks to take care of Illinois.
And for the most part, it's been a very quiet weather night as we wrap up our weather year 1985 on New Year's Eve.
News Center 8 is next. Stay with us.
Join Kathy Burkett on PM Magazine tomorrow at 7:30.
Now, Tim Taylor, Denise DeCenzo, Casey Coleman on sports, and Dick Goddard with weather. This is News Center 8.
Good evening and Happy New Year. Tim and Denise are off tonight. I'm Mary Lee Johannick.
And I'm Martin Savage. Thanks for joining us. Here's what's happening. A night of celebration has turned into tragedy.
Singer Ricky Nelson was killed with half a dozen other people in a plane crash near DeKalb, Texas. Ricky Nelson, the television teen idol of the 1950s, was killed with his girlfriend and 5 band members in the crash of a twin-engine plane en route to a New Year's Eve concert. 2 men survived the crash in the woods of northeast Texas, but were critically burned. Ricky Nelson came to represent the ideal teenager of the 1950s, when America watched him grow up on the adventure.
From real-life experiences, you know, the early ones especially. My dad wrote most of the shows, and he used to do that, so I enjoy watching those things because it kind of reminds me of where I was then. It's like watching an old movie.
Ricky Nelson's singing career began on the show when he convinced his father to let him perform in order to impress his girlfriend.
I'm a traveling man, made a lot of stops.
That song was a smash, and Nelson went on to record a dozen top 10 singles. But when he wanted to move on, change his style, his audience resisted. And in 1969, he was literally booed off the stage when he tried to sing his newer material. Nelson wrote a song about this humiliating experience, which became his first hit in years.
Went to a garden party.
Actually, the best things that have happened for me are things like songs that are written that are the closest to being myself.
Late word into News Center 8 is that Nelson's plane had caught fire and crashed 50 feet short of the runway while trying to make an emergency landing. Organizers of the concert Nelson was en route to have renamed it a tribute to Ricky Nelson. Again, Ricky Nelson dead tonight in a plane crash at the age of 45.